And we're back. Today I have quite something like really different today. I've been streaming only playing games all of these days, right? I think it was like 7 streams, I think. And right now I want to start a new project that I wanted to do for quite a while actually. One of the main reasons I wanted to stream was to learn how to make games. I think I've actually done a few of the of tried to do a few games before. From what I'll be doing today, but I want to start over. It's been quite a while actually, and I want to start over. I want to do everything, record everything, kind of record, log everything while streaming. I don't know if this will work out. I don't know how I'll be doing this. All I know is yesterday I stayed up late in like today I even took way longer than I should to start the stream because I was doing last minutes preparation for this stream. But yesterday I stayed up late try just finishing this. Right now I'm not going to be using this model while doing this challenge, this thing, learning to make games because I have a new one, and now I'm a computer. I'm a chibi now. So yeah, I prepared this, stayed up late just to finish this to have this little model, and it looks really cute, and I love it. So, anyways, what am I going to do today? I don't even know if this will work out. I hope everything goes to plan and everything works out. But I am going to do the 20 games challenge. This is a website. You can actually if you go and type exclamation 20 on my chat, it should work. Yes. The chat is not appearing on the screen. Now it is. Let me do it again. Wait. It should appear now. It's not appearing. Good. I don't know what I did wrong. It should be appearing, but I guess not. Either way, if it appears later, good. Maybe I don't appear on my own stream. I don't know. I'll figure it out later. But it leads you for a quick explanation on chat, and you can actually go to the website and look it out for yourself. And if you want to try it too, you're welcome to go along. I just remember that this stream will have music, and there's a little thing on the below me that you can actually see which song is playing right now. Quite neat, right? Yeah. So what I'm going to do is let me explain what the 20 games challenge is. If you want to later come and watch the video on the side, you're welcome. I'm just gonna briefly explain what this challenge is. So when trying to make a game, you get really overwhelmed by the number of possibilities and not knowing anything about how to make a game. There's so many variables, so many things from art to sound to coding. All of these things gets really overwhelmed over time, or worse yet, when you're starting. So there is a way that they propose to learn how to make games by breaking down things into smaller pieces. So let's say we're gonna the 20 games challenge is basically they give us as a list of games. Here they give us a list of games. Like let's say for example the first one is Pong and Flappy Bird, and our job is to pick one of these games and try to recreate it the best we can. We don't need to recreate the entire game though. The main point is we need to pick up a game and make a vertical slice of it. That means we basically, let's say we're doing Mario, for example, the game Mario. Instead of making the entire game from beginning to end, we just pick one level. We want to recreate the movements in one level. That's it. We don't need all of the enemies either. We could just make one enemy a few blocks for him to bump, and the movement of the character, and for him to die. That's it. We don't need to recreate the entire Mario game. We just need to create the movement and the main thing that we can see. We can see that it's Mario, and not just so we can see that it's Mario. That's the point of the game. So whatever game you pick, you're not gonna pick the game from beginning and recreate the game from beginning to end. We will just do a small part of the game to understand how to implement mechanics, to implement things, implement art, sounds, the main thing of a game. Then later, if you want to explain the game, then you can. But we will just focus on the main objectives that they actually give to us. And actually, I will be doing Flappy Bird for the first game. I've done actually both of this, but I don't remember almost anything. I'm really really rusty on making this thing, making these challenges. I don't even know if I'm gonna remember how to code correctly. We'll figure it out. But I've did a few of these before, but I'm gonna restart again, as I said before. One main thing is the website. They only give us 10 games for us to make, but it's 20 games challenges. 20 games challenge. The main reason for that is after the 10th game, after we finish the 10th game, they say that we basically can create a small game after that. But we can keep going on the challenge, but pick whatever game we want. We don't need to follow the list anymore. We can get our own games or whatever we want to recreate and create our own rules, our own things that need to be done for that. And that's basically it. But I really like the progress of the game, so I'm going to be following the first 10 normally, and later we figure it out if I change or whatever, if I choose another game. And for example, the games start really simple from Pong to Flappy Bird, then it gets progressively more challenging. Like, let's say, Asteroid, Space War, it gets a little bit harder. Every game has a complexity and scope, how to say, level. Let's say this is like 1 star out of 5 of being hard, and the scope is how many things you need to do. Every game has one. There is Super Mario Bros. For example, in Game 6, we could do that. I don't know. Worms, and then all the way to like Wolfenstein and Doom, the originals, not the new ones, and Minecraft or Portal. I'll probably be doing Minecraft though, because I don't know if I'm gonna be capable of doing Portals. Either way, we'll be doing Flappy Bird, and there's a small description of Flappy Bird. I'm gonna skip this, and I basically already separated a few things just to start and be a little bit easier on me. I already have my engine that I want to be using, that is going to be Godot. I tried Unreal before. I tried Unity and a few others. I want a engine that can do both 2D and 3D easily. I don't need fancy graphics and things like that. I really don't need those. So this is all. Godot basically checked every mark of what I needed in an engine for me. So, but there's Game Maker, there's Unity. There's so many engines to choose from. But if someone is going to follow along, keep in mind that there is going to be a part of the challenge that we will be changing from 2D to 3D games. And I believe it's here, Introduction to 3D on Game 8. So until this, for 7 games, you can use basically any engine that can do 2D. But and another thing, if you want to go straight to 3D, you can actually start the game with Flappy Bird and do a 3D version of Flappy Bird. Nothing is holding you. It's your. We don't need to recreate everything like step by step to be as identical as possible. I'm gonna be doing some different things. This is for later, probably tomorrow. But I'm not gonna go recreating one by one, one for one. It's gonna be a little bit different and a little bit more. I want to make something more unique for every game. Although it's gonna be Flappy Bird still. But my interpretation of Flappy Bird, you know. Pong is half a star of difficulty for complexity and scope, and Flappy Bird is a little bit more. But I actually have more trouble with Pong, trying to get a little bit. Actually, Pong is really simple, but it's more the mechanic of bouncing the ball correctly that is the problem. But either ways, I'm gonna be doing Pong, and then they have our goals here. This is what we need to do. Actually, all of this needs to be done. We can ignore this part, this green text. But these bullet points are all the goals we need to do. And after we finish that, we can say, yeah, we've finished the game. That's it. We don't need to do anything else. But they actually have stretch goals too. That is these ones, which we can do. They are harder or they don't. It is not necessary to do those challenges, those stretch goals. But if you do, great. Awesome. But if you want to stop after the goals, we can stop. I'm not gonna force myself to do all of the stretch goals. I want to, but if I don't wanna, for some reason, do any stretch goals, I will just skip them. Okay, now let's start with it because I don't know what I'm doing at this point. Okay, let's start then. Let's just jump straight into it. I already set up real quick a scene here on my Godot because I wanted to have a. I'm gonna be using pixel art for this. So I just set my project to be a scalable. So I'm gonna be doing the game on this resolution, and then later I can just change the resolution for what I want, and it will be played at this resolution. But I can increase for a little bit more, just changing this code, like timing. I can actually set a perfect resolution, specific resolution, or I can just multiply by a few, and it's gonna be perfect. At least I hope so, too. And just make sure that I didn't keep stretch mode correctly. I think this is what I need. Either way, finally, after all of that explanation, let's start and see what I can do this time. I don't know. I don't know. Does this sound even good? Let me try it. Let me try it. Yeah, it's kind of fine. Uh, okay. I still don't know why chat is not appearing on screen. Have no idea. But oh well, we don't need it for now. Let's start. So the first goal is create a game world or world with a floor. I already have the game world. This is basically the game world. It's our canvas to play to create. So let's start. I'm not gonna. I'm trying. I'm gonna talk and explain as I go. But this is not a tutorial thing. It's just I like to talk while I'm doing. But yeah. So to create a floor, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna use a. I need to remember. It's been a while since I've played around with Godot. I'm pretty sure it's not collision that I want, right? No, it's a. It's not area. It's not area, but it's this. It's collision object. Collision shape is what I want. Perfect. Uh, we need a. No. Yeah, I'm already messing it up. Okay, so we need first. Let's remove the collision. I need an area for the thing. It's not that. I can't believe I forgot this already. Here is what I want. Area 2D, physics body. I want a static body. This is what I wanted. Finally. Now we can get the collision shape 2D. I don't know if I should make this in another scene. I'm gonna make it in here. And we can set the collision shape to a rectangle. We stretch this and put on the bottom of the screen because this is gonna be the ground, right? And just for the fun of it, I'm gonna be using the sprites. I don't have any sprites ready for this, So I'm gonna actually use a sprite 2D. The Godot, the one that comes with Godot, just for the fun of it, is up there, right? Yeah. So I think I'm moving the wrong thing actually. Yeah, I'm moving the wrong thing. We move it here. Let me just position this correctly. Now we can move the static body actually down there. This is what I want because I want this is done in a hierarchy. So this is the main position. This is what I need to be moving, not these ones. It's kind of hard to explain, but yeah. Now let's deform this thing to fit the screen. This is just temporary. It's just to have it on the game and so I can actually see if it's working, you know? A placeholder. There we go. There's a deformed Godot robot on the ground. I actually can't even let it go up here. It doesn't need to be that low. Yeah, that's that's fine. That's fine. What happens if I change the I think it's texture, yeah, to linear? How does it look? Same thing. Okay, I thought it looked like that because of nearest of the filter, but no, that's not it. Let me drink some water. Now we have a floor and we have the world. World. There's nothing on the world. There's nothing on anything, but doesn't matter. This is for later. Okay, so what's the next challenge? The next challenge is add an object that represents the main character. Apply a constant force to the character so it falls to the floor. There's a few ways I can approach this. I'm gonna go with what I think is the easiest and the one that I did before because I think it makes sense. But there's an object on Godot that is rigid body. Rigid body. There's a on this rigid body on this node. It has physics on it. So let me just add everything again. Collision shape and static. No, sprite 2D. Actually, let me do it better. Let me create this on a new scene because I want to separate each things on the each objects and things like that on a new scene. Because this is the main world and I'm creating this as a playable, I'm not going to create like the ground and things like that on another scene. I can create it here. But for the sake of simplicity and organization, I'm going to create every new object in a new scene. I think it makes sense. Anyway, this is going to be the player character. We can save here. So I'm going to add again the rigid body, a collision shape, and a sprite 2D. So the collision body, it has physics on it, on itself. So it is affected by the gravity. So I don't need to create code to apply directly apply a force on the player to fall down. Just existing, it will be falling down because the gravity pulls everything down, you know? So the engine already have gravity. I think it's here. Physics 2D. So the main game, the main engine already has a gravity calculator. So I don't need to input anything and it will just fall down. And then we just need to apply force upwards so the player goes up. That's as simple as it gets. So it's gonna be this for now. I don't know if I'm gonna keep a circle. That's all I need. And I just noticed that they are not inside the rigid body. Perfect. With this, we have our player. We don't have anything, so let me create here. Is another. It's gonna be another Godot robot, but it's fine. This should be before because I want to see the. I want to see the collision. Mhm. Okay. With this, we have our player. This is all we need just for the game, the player to fall down. Now we just add it on the main scene. I think it's this. Yes. And I want the player to come before the body, the ground. And this is our player. I'm gonna just put it whatever, whenever, whatever. Later, I'll properly position the player. Either way, let's just try and see if it will fall. Oh, important thing. I just remember. I need to make collisions. This this is kind of masks. I don't know how to explain this properly, so I'm just gonna do it just for to make sure. So this is the let me rename this actually. Ground. Of course, this didn't read it. So ground, we go here and we rename this to ground. And the ground will interact with the player that is going to be the layer 1. And then there's going to be another one that is going to be pipes. I think that's all we need for this game. So it's a ground and it will interact with the player. And now we go here and we make the layer, layer body. We make the the player body interacts with grounds and pipes. Perfect. What happens if we play now? It falls. That's all I needed. You see, when we play, when the game starts, we start on the middle and it falls. That's all I need for the gravity. As you can see, there is a bit of bouncing. It doesn't matter for us because as soon as the player hits the ground here, how is my encoding overloading if there's nothing on screen? Either way, anyway, once the player reaches here, he's gonna bounce a little bit. It's like, but it doesn't matter because as soon as he hits the ground, the game will end as it was the original Flappy Bird. So that's fine. Maybe I should have put I'm doing Flappy Bird on the title. Nah, that doesn't matter. That really doesn't matter. Okay. Now we can do. Actually, we finished the goal, right? Wait. Let me see. On an object that represents the main character. We did it. Apply a constant force to the character so it falls to the floor. Perfect. Second goal already done. See, it's rather easy. It's rather simple. I could have made a code for him to fall, but why? I mean, maybe we can have more control over that. But no Flappy Bird, we don't need it. Okay? Add an obstacles on the right of the game area. The obstacles should slide across the screen towards the left. The obstacles will appear in pairs with a vertical gap between them. Now is the pipes. If you remember the Flappy Bird game, let me just make sure I'm doing this right and not showing anything that shouldn't be. Flappy Bird. Images. Okay, this is perfect. As we remember before, the Flappy Bird game wasn't this. But it was this where we start and then a few pipes starts coming from the right to the left. And it's actually an illusion that we're moving. We're not moving. It's the pipes that are moving. But it starts to come in from the right to the left with a gap between them. And if the player hits any of the pipes or the ground, the game is over. That's all we need to do. So for that, create a new scene. So scene, this will be pipes. We saving, just make sure. So for the pipes, I actually should be using some type of art, but I'm gonna use the icon, the Godot icon again, because I think it's funny. This is gonna be not a static body. This is gonna be a body 2D. This is gonna be a character body because we can move the character body with code. Static body is used for things that don't move. So the ground is never gonna move. So we use the ground as a static body. The player, we usually use pipes, but because we don't directly control the movement of the player, just the flap of the player, I choose to go with the rigid body to apply physics. But this is usually used for like bullets, some things that bounce and things like that, like a football, for example. And then for things that move with code, we use character body 2D. That's the idea. So let's go. At least what I know from it, you know. So static body, I already do that. I need a sprite 2D and a collision shape. So the sprite 2D will again. I actually will be creating two pipe bodies. I'll explain real quick. So just to make sure, let's create this, and I kind of need to know the middle of it because the middle is right here, right? How can I do this easily? I guess I can just let's do in a really not correct way here. So this is the middle. Then we go a few like here. Let's say. I think this is great for one of the pipes. This size is great for the pipes, but is the size of the sprite good? No, no. I think here I can change the size of the sprite later. Now we give a rectangle here, and we can bring this back here. Let's edit the collision. Perfect. But now this on the game, as we saw, as I showed a little bit, the game is one pipe above and one pipe below. So the idea here is the same. We want to have both of them, but we don't need to create another pipe. We can just create it in here. So we just copy and paste the thing, and then I'm just gonna rename. So pipe. Uh, how can I do this? Down, up, bottom. Yes, bottom. Pipes bottom body, and pipes top body. This should not be a child though. No, I want the top to be here. There we go. Uh, we can now, yeah, we can now try to give them a proper organization. I think this is leveled, right? Perfect. So now you grab both of them. I need to create something on the middle just to make sure I'm putting on the correct place. I'm just gonna use a quick collision shape. It's just to, I'm gonna delete this later, but this is just to see what I'm doing. Here and then here, because now I can center all of them properly. There's probably way better ways to do what I'm doing, but because I don't know how to do them, I'm gonna be doing this way. Now I delete this, and we have the pipes. If we add to the game, oh, actually, I need to put a collision. They are pipes, and they interacts with the player. This and then this. So now, if I add the pipes to the game, it should be showing up. They should always be below. The ground needs to be over. Let's just see if it works with gravity. It see, perfectly. It stops on there, so it means the collision are working, and it shows on the game. This is going faster than I expected. Okay. Now we can do another thing. I'm gonna actually make a new node just for control here. I'm gonna call it uh pipes. There's already a pipe scene. What can I call this? Pipe pipe scene. No, pipe spawn. I'm gonna keep pipe spawn just because I don't know what call that. Okay. With this, what can we do now? We can come. We need to start scripting now. Oops. We need to start scripting now. So what can I do here? I can start a script. Let's attach a script to this. Let me save on the correct path. I think I'm gonna handle the spawning of it on the for the main scene. I don't think the challenge is asking that already, right? With a vertical gap between add an obstacle on the right of the game area. The obstacles should slide across the screen towards the left. The obstacle will appear in pairs with a vertical gap between them. You could create a really long level and hope the player never gets to the end of it, but it would make more sense use code to create obstacles when you need them. The game obstacles pipes will move off the screen and never be used again. You might want to delete them once they're no longer useful, or better yet, reuse them by moving them to the right of the screen once they moved out of the left of the scene. Yeah, that's kind of what I want to do. What I'm going to do. Because usually this type of games they actually give an illusion of movement. As I explained this before, the Flappy Bird, the player, is never moving to the right. What is happening is an illusion with a moving background that repeats itself, and the pipes moving to the left. This gives an illusion of the player moving, but it's not the player moving, it's the world moving, but the player is static on the screen, on the same place always. Um, okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let the spawn of the. I'm gonna create everything for the pipes now. Then I'm gonna let the spawn be handled by the main scene. But the first thing I want to do is make the game delete I'm having trouble wording right now. I want to make the pipes delete after a while because once I could make no, I'm not gonna try to explain much, but I want to make the pipes delete themselves after a while because once they move out of the way, they will never be used again, and I can delete them because they are no longer useful. There's no reason for them to be there using resources if they are out of the screen and never to be used again. So I'm gonna handle that first. So I want to put a timer. The timer will be what? Let's say 3 seconds just for the sake of it. It's gonna auto start. No. And now I connect with timeouts to the pipes. So whenever the times out, it will get the tree. I got the wrong get tree. I'm having trouble. Get tree. But it's not delete, right? QE delete? Let's try it. No, it's not QE delete. Remove. I need to remember. Let's see. Delete a node from scene. Good. No. Is QE free? It's free. It's just free? Was it's supposed to be QE free? Uh, Let me delete this because we don't need that right now. Let's see. Let's just try out. Let's see if it works somehow. It doesn't. Oh, oh, what? Oh, okay. That's not what I want. Uh, Q, Q. This is an object. Like it's not what I want to do. Mm, oh, maybe self. Okay, self. Let's see. Dot Q Q free. Does this work? It works. Does it show on the remotes? That's the main important thing. Does it really deletes? It does. Perfect. That's what I wanted. The game, the tree now deletes itself. The pipes now delete itself. Perfect. Now we can handle the movements. So for the movement, it's gonna be the funk that I just deleted, process delta. I need to set first a variable. So it's not var. It is var? Yeah, it is var. It's been a while. It's been a while. Var. Maybe a constant actually. I'm gonna leave at var. So the var is gonna be pipes speed is gonna be let's start. It's gonna be an integer, which will be. Let's start with 100 and see what we get. Actually, no, yeah, let's do that. So for that, I am now trying to remember everything because yeah, it's been a while. I need to create a move and collide, right? Let's see. Move. No, this doesn't make sense. I'm gonna do the following then. I'm gonna add another character body to D. This body will be up here. Both of these will enter here, and I'll call it pipe body. Now I'm gonna delete this because I think I can just do that now. It should be normal, right? Yeah, it should be normal. Okay, so let me just to, for the sake of simplicity, pipe collision top, and then bottom. This way, it makes sense what I'm looking at. Pipe bottom sprites. Pipe, oops, top sprite. There we go. Two sprites. Two things I think working correctly. Okay, that error, we'll deal with it. Now I can move this thing with code. Now dot move and collide, right? And now we need to put the motion. So it's a vector 2, oops, which is minus pipe speed, pipe speed. That I think I actually need to rename this with this minus pipe speed, and it's not dot 0. Does this work at all? I doubt it. Uh, times delta. Wait. What is the error? Standard expression may have an effect. Oh, I think it needs to be inside, maybe. Yeah, I think that's the problem. Oh, it works actually. Let me remove the collision. Collision, it should be a pipe. And I don't want it for now to collide with anything. It moves. Somehow it's collide. Oh yeah, because the player collides with the player is actually colliding with the pipes, but the pipes don't collide with the player. That's funny, but it works. Simple enough, but it works. But yeah, it should collide with. I actually think I'm gonna leave it like that. It doesn't need to collide with anything. It just needs to move. So if everything works right now, if I start, it's gonna move, and it is moving. And if I go here, the pipe, the spawn is itself, right? Here's the pipe, and after a while, it deletes itself. But it's probably a little bit too fast. So let me just fix that. Instead of 3, I'm gonna put like 7 seconds, just to be on the safe side. Perfect. So we have a pipe that spawns, that moves to the left. The only thing is, I need to handle the spawning of the pipe. So now, how do I do that? I need to remember, because I need to create a variable that's gonna be pipes. Oops, pipes scene, which is going to be a package scene, I think. And then we get the scene, right? Is that it? No. I think I packed scene and do this. Does this work? No, I need to remember how to do this. Preload. Scene dot preload scene dot. Okay, but that's what I want to do. I think that's later, right? Um. mm, so package scene new. But what if I wanna use okay, for node body owner various scene package scene. I understand this, but what if I need to instantiate? It's not. Okay. Preload a scene on Godot. I don't remember. Uh, Maybe it's not this then, or maybe it's just preload, and then I put this. I think this is what I wanted, because it is a package scene after if I preload it, right? Um, Now I wanna. I think I can do this on pipe. I think I can do this on the pipe screen. Let me grab this. So I want to get like values for the positions I want the pipes to spawn. So I don't want the pipes to spawn like here. I want to always have a pipe showing on the upper side and on the bottom side. I just realized I need to make the pipes a lot longer. Let me fix that real quick. Like, it's gonna affect the other one. I'll fix that later. For now, let's just handle the spawning behavior. Uh, Oops. I want the pipes here to always show the upper side, the upper pipe and the bottom pipe. I want both of them to show at the screen all the time. I don't want the pipes to spawn and then like something like this. This is the top of the screen. If it spawns like this, I can actually show. If it spawns like this, you see that only the bottom pipe appears on the screen. The top, no. You could actually use the flap to go over, but I think showing the top of the pipe makes more sense for me. It makes more sense. So I'm gonna be leaving this in here. I'm gonna be using this position to show a little bit, and then this position here. Kind of. Let's grab it. So this is for position, transform. So that's a Y50 because we go up, right? So it's gonna be 50, a round number. That's nice. Uh, okay, so var max height floats, which will be 50.0. And then the other one, which will be the bottom parts, will be kind of like here. Could be 270. This one. There's again probably another way to do this that's better. Wait, max height is not what I need. Max height top. Not points. Top. So max height bottom. Let's go bots. Floats to 70.0. That means every time it spawns is gonna pick between those two numbers, and then it will set on the screen at that position between those numbers, so it never pick a range outside of those numbers, of those heights. That's what I'm trying to set it here. It's hard to explain. It's really hard to explain. So func. What is the name of the thing when we start? Ready. Yeah. Func ready. Now we can spawn we can set the position when it starts, which would be the position. I actually need to create something else before. Var pick position. It's gonna be. This doesn't need to be set like this. Range? I don't know. It's range is gonna get watts. Returns an array of the with the given range. No, it's not range that you need. So is rand I then? Rand I? Is this rand I range from ints to ints? Does it? It should accept floats, right? I guess not. I mean, I don't need it to really access floats. We can just do this and just set it to ints. It's not gonna hurt. So randi is not this one that you need. Range. So it's gonna start from max height top to max height bots. And then position dot y is gonna be pick position. Does it work? I clicked the wrong thing. I want this. Oh, it works. It's picking random positions. Great. It's not the perfect thing, but it is picking random positions, and that's all I need. Okay. With that, I actually need to set a position to start, but that is not on here. And I just noticed this needs to go back there. To spawn, I need to remove this because I'm gonna add the scene in here. So func ready. It's gonna be in process. I believe it's the best one. For this, I need to. Is it? I'm gonna create actually a proper function for that. Func spawn pipes. Okay, how am I gonna do that? We're gonna get pipes the instantiates. Then I think I can do pipe spawn dot add child, which would be pipes. I need to create a var for this. Var pipes. For now, I'm bad at naming things. So pipes things. Does this work? Let's see. Let's call the function. Let's see if it works. Oh, oh, oh. There's quite a few pipes to spawn. Let's stop before my PC breaks. Okay, I think it worked. I think. I don't know. I think it worked. Okay. Um Somehow it worked. I don't need delta for this actually. We can ignore delta. But I need to pick now set the position of the pipe. So add child, and then how do I mean, it's putting the position on the pipe spawn, right? So if I just set the pipe spawn to appear like here, let's say, just to try it out, if I just do this, it would work, right? What is that? Why am I looking at I think it works. I just need to set it. Okay. Um, Let me format this. Make it a little bit more readable. Func resize window. Then we just grab those two and do this. And then on ready, we resize window. Perfect. I position. Let me create a new one. Func position. Pipe spawner. This way I can just set. I just need to like get viewports dot size. What do I get if I just do that? Let me try it. Rings var size equals no var size view, and it's not a dot. Size view. Now we call it position pipe spawner. What value do I get? Okay, I get the actual value. So for size, we get a few size, and then we get this dot position dot y. I think I can just do this. I hope. Why is it yellow? I don't know why. Here. The local size view is declared but never used. Oh. Sure. Equals size view divided by 2. I was trying to find the correct key to press. Does this work? It doesn't. Why not? What is... Let's print this. Size view. What am I getting on size view? And it didn't print. Why didn't it print? Huh? Why is it not printing? Why is it not printing? Um, let's try to keep it on process just to see. It's really not printing. I'm calling it correctly. And it is positioning the thing actually. But I can't, now I can't, let me try. Var pos equal whatever this is. I can't get that. Why is it not get? Because it was working. Print size view. It's not printing anymore. Am I? Oh. Hey, Spet. Welcome. That explains the whole. um. So he's getting the viewport. I don't want the viewport. Get canvas. Get canvas. Okay, that doesn't work. I'm gonna. I'm gonna scrap that. Kind of, yeah, kind of like. I don't know that much coding or whatever. I know very little. I tried to do CS50 before. I tried learning some things. I suck at it. I don't know, and I'm just trying, and I enjoy it. I don't know. It's kind of GD script is kind of fun to use. It's intuitive at least with what I can, understand. um, I'm gonna try to. I don't want to position this myself right now. Because I know this is not correctly. Where is the this from? This is 145. My project is literally not this. A window. Third, 220. If I divide it by that, because I suck at math, it's 160. Should I? I'm gonna try to force the code. I wish I wouldn't use that, but it's basically Python with some reserved keywords change and 2 3 features added in addition to the Godot library. Oh, so it is basically Python. Oh, I heard before that it was really close to Python, but I never actually tried much Python. So yeah, but good to know. So basically, if I learn GD script, I kind of learn Python together. That's interesting. Okay, let's try it again. Actually, yeah. So let's just try to spawn it directly. So position Y, let's just put 160. 160? 160. What happens here? I think it's not working. Is it because I'm resizing the window? Because it should be, no, it should be going a lot higher. It should be going a lot higher. Now I'm lost. Maybe it's because I'm handling this on the pipes itself. Maybe I should do this on the other scene instead. Let me copy all of this actually. Let's save this and handle the spawning here. Nope. On the main. Let's create a function here. I'm gonna use it. No. Func move pipes. And paste this. We can delete this and tab those two. Okay. This shouldn't be here. This should be here. I think that's fine, right? I think it still goes to the left. I hope it does. Maybe here it shows better. It doesn't. Okay, I need to set this up. Move pipes. So this is the max height. Indent? Oh, sure. Does it work now? Yeah, it's working. It's moving. Now pipe body, it shouldn't be here. Spawn pipes. Oh, no, wait. Now I'm getting even lost. The more I try to understand what I'm doing, the more lost I'm getting. Okay. I think if you learn GD script, you kind of learn the principles of programming that Python uses in general term. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. But there's kind of a ways to go. I don't know if you know what I'm doing. I'm doing this thing, the 20 games challenge. It's basically it teaches you how to make games by making smaller games, you know. And then I'm on the first game, so I'm literally starting now, and I'm doing Flappy Bird, trying to do right. It's really cool. It's a really great tool. I tried before. I actually did. I tried before, and I think I stopped on the third game, but it's like it's been years, kind of like 2 years since I've done that, and I want to restart it again and actually try to go through all of them. But I'm struggling a little bit to remember all I've learned. It's been too long, too long. Okay, so now that I spawned the pipe. Oh, thank you for the follow. Really appreciate it. Now that I have this thing, because it's not. How do I access the actually? Oh, it's here. It's actually here. Oh, maybe that's where you're from. I'm from Brazil. I'm from Brazil. Yeah, my English sucks. Yeah, I know, but yeah, I'm from Brazil. Okay, I don't think. I think the biggest problem is I'm trying to do this here because the spawn. Oh, oh, okay. I think I'm starting to believe. Algeria, my English. Welcome to the welcome to the team, my guy. Yeah, third language. I speak only Portuguese from Brazil and English that I'm self taught. What do you speak? What can you speak? Is I guess English. I don't even know. Let's see, Algeria language. What do you speak on? Oh, a break. A break? A break? Arabic. A break? What is a break? Okay, Arabic, French, and a bit of English. Gotcha. French is a good language. Okay, that's nice. Break is. What did I try to say there? Either way, let's try to figure this out. Maybe I'm just because this doesn't make sense. All of this doesn't make sense to be here. It literally does not make sense to be here. This should be. That's a good song. Speak a break. This should be here. How do I? I don't remember how to remove the indentation. No, we actually these two should be here. So funk. Ready. Because I need the position should be handled by this scene, not this scene. I put it on the player. Why did nobody saw that? Nobody saw that. Oh god. Okay, now let me move this here. Let's see if it works like this. Yeah, it spawns only once, but it should work, right? Here it works. Okay. So let me just fix what I just changed. Let me just drink some water. Now, I need to position this here, but I kinda wanted to do this through code and not through not brute force it. Flappy Bird is a class. Yeah, it's a really simple game, but it's addictive, and I feel like to start making to start learning is such a complete game for the simple thing you need to do, you know. If I just brute force this to 160 and leave it there, it could work, right? But it works kind of because they should be going higher. That's what I'm. That's what I'm finding strange. Maybe it's because I'm messing with the screen. That that's true. But I I'm not gonna try I'm gonna follow this basically. They have each game on this challenge. They have a difficulty scaling, right? Difficulty scaler or score. Basically goes to half a star. Like Pong, it has half a star, and then Flappy Bird has 1 star. And then there's games like later that gets a lot harder. Like let's say Minecraft, or it's actually not that big of a scope, but Portal, the last game of the first 10 games. But then there's no San Andreas. We don't need to. We can skip that one. That one we can. That one needs a team, at least a team. But yeah, but the Flappy Bird is the first. They give a scope of what to do, and they give goals like you need to do. It's not you don't need to on. Wait, breathe on on the 20 games challenge. You don't need to actually do the entire game. Is you just need to do a vertical slice, you know, like if you're, there's Super Mario, for example. Here there's Super Mario Bros. Instead of doing the entire game, you just do like one stage and one just the movements, just some blocks so Mario can bump on them, and that's about it. You don't need to actually do the entire game, you know. So the scope is not that big. It's not that horrible to do with. But yeah, and then there's like there's goals. I did those two. I'm on the third goal now. And then there's stretch goals. If you finish the make it work on the NES, that's let's not speak assembly. let's not talk that word. I don't think I want to get near that. Like I don't. Okay. Oh, you do? Props to you, man. That wow. If wow, if you do, if you really do it, congrats, you know. Oh, what is embedded systems? Let me. It's showing. Yeah, let's see. Embedded systems. I'm curious now. Embedded systems are specialized computer systems combining hardware, processor, memory, I/O, and software to perform dedicated. Oh, so okay, so it's basically how a computer works. Okay, that's really cool. Like in those cars, medical equipment, and home appliance, focusing on specific tasks rather than general computing, often with real-time constraints and varying complexity. For instance, that sounds hard. Holy, that sounds hard. But it sounds awesome too. Holy. So basically, you come here, watch me struggling to position a node, struggle to position a node on the screen here. You should probably crawling in anger. Crawling, whatever. A code mainly in C. I hate C++. Oh, I think C++ is Unity, right? When I did the CS50, that free curse from I can't believe I forgot that. Anyway, the CS50. I think you know CS50, right? When I did most of it, it's Unreal. Yeah, it's Unreal. True. I mixed up. C sharp unit. True. When I did CS50, most of the lessons they give, it's on C. So most of the people I know hate C, hate with a passion. They they can't stand C. But I did it. At least I did the basics of the CS50. But I didn't hate it that much, you know. But yeah, but still, really, really awesome. Holy. Hello. Welcome. Acrostel. Acrostel. Hope I'm pronouncing it right. Man, 6502 assembly NES has more instructions than MIPS. Yeah. mm, I'm assuming those are the codes to make those systems function. Guys, I'm completely new here. Don't expect much from me. C is great. C is like math. If you skip some parts, you hate it in the long run. Oh, yeah. Guess that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense, yeah. Okay, now let me try something. Let me remove the resize window just to try it out. It still don't work as I want to. Why is it not working? Let me remove the movements. Remove the movements for now. It's not here. Pipes. Let me remove this. And let me position this in here. What is happening? Great. I forgot to take this out. Actually, let's just pass here. Um, maybe I just need to increase this then. Like let's increase by quite a lot. Or better yet, instead of this, let me grab the pipes here and do something like this. What's the position here? It is 40. Uh, if you take time to master the basics, you get used to its difficult curve. But if you hover over the basics, like 9% of the new devs learning it, you have a hard time later and you just drop it. Yeah, I don't try. I'm trying to not rush it. I'm just taking what I learned from the CS50, from a few videos that I've seen on the internet with um, making games, right? Devlogs and things like that. And I'm trying to go really slow. I'm not trying to rush. I'm gonna try to avoid using GPT or any AI to help as much as possible. I'm gonna get stuck a lot. I know that. I know from experience from trying this challenge before. And if I'm completely stuck, then I'm gonna try to get some help from. If there's no one on chat to help or something, then I'm gonna go try to get help. But I'm gonna try to avoid as much as possible and try to actually learn what I'm doing. Because yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. 40 and it's the same number as I put there. Why is it? Mm, oh, maybe GPT is just for learning and finding summarized stuff in docs or books. Mm, gotcha. Um, maybe I should actually handle this instead of here. Oh, I had an idea. I have an idea. I have an idea. So if I go here, position pipe. Let me transfer all of that to here. Uh, pipes. Let me grab all of those. Let me delete this. I think don't use to code for you. Yeah, asking questions is actually not that. It's not something that I'm completely trying to avoid. It's more literally like do this code for me, and I try to grab it because yeah, there's no learning from that. Uh, position pipe spawner. Yeah. Okay, so with this, instead of using this, I'm gonna use the pipe spawn. I think this will work. I needed to move again. And I deleted the movements, right? I deleted the movement. At least it's a simple code. It's not here. I need to go to the pipes. Pipe dot move and collide. Then it's gonna be a vector 2. That is gonna be minus pipe speeds and 0 times delta. Uh should work, right? Okay, kind of works, but I needed to change positions. Oh, I think it's because of this. This is messing it up. Okay, yeah. Now is going to a random position. I think it is. Yeah, I think it is. It's going down now, and it's probably gonna go. I want to see it going up. Just make sure, but it's not going up for nothing. Um, is it really not going up, or am I just unlucky? Okay, it goes up. It's working. I think. I hope. But now I need the position to actually change every time it spawns a it's because it's spawning. I'm just setting on ready. So instead of let me put a timer here. Let me already put a timer. Uh spawn pipe timer. This let's leave it 1 second. Auto starts. Uh so every time this times out, we actually will be calling spawn pipes and position pipe spawner. The, on ready, we just get this and start. And then down here, we can do the same thing. I think this works. Please tell me it works. Okay. I think it's working. It's changing position. That's one of the things I wanted. It's we're getting there. We're getting there. Um Now I think it's just because it's on process. We just delete this. And now it should spawn one every few seconds. It seems like it's working. I don't see it going up though. That's what's strange. It doesn't go too far down like I didn't want to. It doesn't seem to go up. Maybe my height is wrong place, not properly placed. What's this? Why is there a pipe there? I can delete that. Pipe spawn. Maybe go back, give me back the pipe. Pipes. I want it to go like here, here. So if I see on the position is I-50. I think I have it even lower. I think I have 40, don't I? Oh, I hate myself. It instantly works now. I hate myself. Now I can actually resize the window too. I really, really, really hate myself. Okay, I did. Okay, it's working. Here's some information for you. C++ is more complex and cumbersome than assembly. More complex? Oh, than assembly in many ways to learn, master, and manage. Assembly consists of simple instructions and data handling, so it's more tedious, but compared to the overall complexity of C, it can feel relatively straightforward. I didn't know that. Oh, that's something I to note. C++ is that complex? Good to know. Good to know. Good to know that I don't want to mess with it too. Good to know. Oh, thank you for telling me. I'm gonna make sure to not mess with C++ then. So now I can put it here. If it should be correct. It's 160 though. So if I just let it here, it doesn't mess up with the X. So just the Y. So it's always gonna stay on that side of the screen. So every time it spawns, it's gonna spawn outside of the window. And oh, but it moves. But that's a problem. So the main takeaway is that people that made games in assembly in the early days had more fun than people making games in advanced C bullshit. I mean, don't people that use Unreal to program? I don't know how much it is that you need to balance to use, but don't they mostly use blueprints instead of just straight out programming or coding everything on C++? Or it is like 50-50, or you actually need to code more on C++? Assembly in the early days didn't have like 500,000 instructions. Oh yeah, true. There's that too. There wasn't GPT. There wasn't much help, I believe. There's just like discovery, right? Blueprints are a lie. Why? I don't know much of blueprints of how they work. Uh, um. Okay, let me try a different approach. Uh. Uh. That child Godot. Let's see if this will help me understand better. Um. Of the child after adding it to the scene. Let's see. Instantiate and add. In many big or many mid to big sizes projects, blueprints are not used that much, at least not in the built-in ones. Oh, so blueprints is more for like, let's say, indie games or indie devs that lack much experience, I guess, or not even experience, just for smaller games. So like AAA titles and things like that, all they tend to stay away from. Gotcha, from blueprints. Gotcha. Interesting. I always imagined that the blueprints would be. I understand almost nothing. I saw when I was trying to find an engine for me to play around to try to learn. Before I actually sat on Godot, I was looking for a bunch of like videos and people talking and documentation, things like that, of people showing the differences in things like that. And from what I could see, I imagine that blueprints would be very limiting in a lot of factors. But because I didn't know, I actually imagined that most people, or even big companies and things like that, used most blueprints instead of actually coding in C++. Well, interesting. Just like coding. Yeah, I think it's better. That's fair. That's fair. Um. Okay. So position. I need to get the child and then set the position of the child after instantiating it. Um, add child. Wait, how is my code here? Add child pipes in. Wait, can I just? No, no shot. I can just do this, right? Just learn arcade and see. just, just learn Minecraft enchanting table. Especially when GD script is really easy. Yeah, uh, as far as I can see, it looks easy. Easy enough that I can actually do some things, play around. Okay, so can I just do so pipes in? I guess, and then I need this too. Do this, and then do this. I don't know. I don't think this will work, but let's see. Doubt it. But does it work? Oh, oh, I'm done. Okay, why is it going under? Why is it going under? What's going on? Okay, I'm almost done. I'm not done yet. Maybe it's this number because it. No, it's correct. Maybe it's because. Maybe I need to leave this on 0. Restart this, and I need to put the X like here, 270. Okay, so maybe I can just come here and I'm not going to create a function for this just to try it out. So pipe spawn dot position dot x equals to 70. Does this work? Of course it doesn't. Uh, it manages data for you, so there is no need for manual memory handling or low-level internal tweaking. It performs many operations in the background on your behalf. So yeah, it's clearly on the easy end. Yeah. One thing that I actually had, I think this is something that most people, especially starting out, would have problem too. When I was doing the CS50, the thing that what I was having most trouble is the freeing memory. I don't even remember now, but you always had to make sure to really after you finish the program, you need to release that memory and not let it stays on the memory, right? Something like that. That made me mad so many times trying to understand that. But yeah, not needing to do that here, yeah, that's a lot easier for me. Okay, so position, global position, then? Position. Okay, that explains. That's position. Position. Does it work? Okay. I think I got it. I got it. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. uh, C++ also manages memories for you. You don't need to use raw pointers. That's the name. That's the name that brings me PTSD. That's the thing. I like C. I like the figuring it out and all of that. But my God, pointers are the end of me. Yeah, C++ also manages memories for you. You don't use round pointers if you don't need them. Oh, gotcha. Okay, we have. I think smart pointers in C++ is hell. Yeah. Windows will clean all mallocs. Mallocs. I remember you guys are starting to talk and mention the names. I'm starting to get memories. I'm going. Windows will clean my all my mallocs up at once. Up once it crashes. Free is for chumps. Oh, I'm gonna. Okay, that those are words that I did not understand. Kind of understand. Kind of. Okay, let's go. Let's go back to the goals. So create a game world with a floor, add an object we have that represents the main character, apply a constant force to the character so it falls to the floor. Add obstacles on the right of the game area. The obstacles should slide across the screen towards the left. The obstacles will appear in pairs with a vertical gap between them. Okay, finally finished those three goals. Two more to go to have, I guess, a proper game, right? The text when the character collides with the floor or objects and reset the game when a collision occurs. This is not hard. So, is it not hard? I guess I need to do this on the pipes and on the ground, right? Because I'm not using moving collide. How do I detect? How to detect collision? Collision with what is the name of the rigid body? Yeah, rigid body, not units, but Godot. Uh, okay, but it's not with no, it's not without with. I'm making a. I'm making. I'm searching here. Let me search on screen. Um, enable contact monitoring and connect the body interest signal. You cannot detect collisions on a rigid body by default as the physics engine simulates its movement automatically. So yeah, I need to do the collisions, register the collisions on not with the grounds and with the pipes. Okay. So moving to collide. Let me. I'm on pipes, right? Now I'm on pipes. I'm pretty sure there's there's a proper way to do that. That the the Godot teaches. How am I gonna remember that? I think it's just var collision equals this, and then if I print this collision, this is not where I should be doing this, but let's just try it out. Object new, object new. It is detecting. Okay. Please stick with Godot. As an indie developer for most of your projects, you can achieve remarkable results with it. Do not move to Unreal Engine 5 unless you have a very strong reason, such as undertaking a project with an extremely large scope. No, yeah, I don't. I like Godot. I don't think I'm gonna. If I'm gonna like do something with like Unity or Unreal, I really wanna not touch Unreal because I don't even have space in my computer to simply hold the engine itself. I have a very weak PC, so it's I'm gonna suffer just trying. But let's say in the future I get a better PC, get better things. If I try something to use Unreal, it's gonna be just to like try the engine itself, like do one or two projects just to like expand the knowledge. But this is like for future, really future, like 2 years from now. Just to try it out and see how it feels to code and create something on the Unreal. But for now, not even Unity or anything. I'm gonna stay on Godot for quite a while. Okay. It does detect, I think, something. Does it? Wait, collision. No, this is not. No, this is what I want to see. It's this collision. It's not colliding with the player. That's the problem. Now, when it collides with the player, there's error because of overflow, but there is kinematic collision. Great. So, if collision, I think I needed to put new is different than new. Maybe this. I hope this works. If you have a team, a project that needs a big engine that will be monetized on Steam, UE5 gonna be helpful. But for these, keep it on the side. Yeah. So the main reason I'm doing these challenges is not simply to learn how to make games. Like this is the main reason I want to learn how to make games. But I do have a project in mind that I want to work towards. So like in the future, I have a lot of projects that I want to do, like streaming and all. But I really want to have a proper big, not big game, but I want to have a proper game in the future to release, like on Steam, on everywhere. But I don't think what I want to do is not something incredible, you know? It's not something like the next, I don't know, the next GTA or. I still don't know for sure. Initially, I want to do a 2D pixel art game. This game that I want to do is probably going to be a 2D pixel art game with some 3D elements. I'm thinking like, let's say you're going to. I don't want to say much because there's a lot of ideas that I don't know what I'm gonna do implement, and the more I learn, I'm gonna expand these ideas. But it's not. It's like, let's say it's 2D and side scrolling. You go and you pick an item, and then the item appear on the screen, and that item will be no, not even that, not even Octopath Traveler. That's a little bit too much. It's just like the entire game, the entire screen, the entire room, and now is gonna be sprites, 2D, and whatever it is. And then when you pick an item, the item appears on screen. Then when the item appears on screen, just for you like to check the item and things like that, it is 3D. but on the world itself is gonna be 2D. Let me see if I can like um I don't know a game that let's say a not a just an example. This for the coma, like this. You are in a room, and it also imagine that it would be all. I think it's showing, right? It's showing, yeah. It all of the room like is drawn and everything. There's the sprites, everything is 2D on the world. But as soon as you get an item like Resident Evil 4, pick up. I don't know if there's screenshots of this. Um, no, there's no screenshots of this. But here, imagine that when you pick up an item, the item will show bad resolution, but it will show on the screen like this, and then you can interact with that item. But that's the most of it. That I'm thinking about 3D. But then there's other games like, I don't know if you know, I love this game. I want to replay it soon. Silly Poly Beast. That kind of made me rethink about 2D, because there's a lot of, I love the charming of this game, the charm of how it looks. It's kind of like a PS2 era or something, you know. And the way it looks, the way it does kind of both. I don't want to like make. It's not gonna be a big game. The scope is not like incredible. It's a game that I wanted to hold it in like a single player game with a story. It's more focused on the story, the mystery, and things like that. That's gonna have a around like 5 to 8 hours of gameplay. It's not an incredibly big project, but it's more gonna be on the exploration of. It's not a words. It's kind of hard to explain without spoiling everything, because this is projects for like way in the future. But it's like there's a timeline 6 months, 1 year. I I don't know. I think 2 years of work is not is I want to give a lot of time for me to actually make that game. But before I even do that, I wanna finish the challenge. So it's gonna be take a while. So I need to make these 20 games of the challenge first, to then I to learn to get the groundings of how to make games really set up on my brain, and then I'll plan it out everything, finish writing the story, finish writing everything. I don't intend to have like voiceovers. I'm gonna try to do the music, the arts myself. So there is a lot of things that's gonna take time, and I need to learn a lot of them. But that's why I'm doing this, you know. So this is for the really future. It's not even. I'm not even trying to think much about it, because it's gonna be hard. But it's not gonna be a ambitious project. I don't want to like innovate things. I don't want to become the next big indie game or something like that. It's just I want a game that I would want to play, and then I want people to experience it and see this world that I'm trying to create. You know, the story and things like that. It's not the big ambitious project. So I don't. So it's probably even gonna be finished on Godot too. There's that. So I don't think I'm gonna need to move engines. Uh, if if collision is different to no, we'll see. Yeah, we'll see. Hope it goes well. Hope it goes well. So if collision difference to null, gets 3 dot reload current scene. Does this work? Because it's not colliding with anything. Great. It doesn't. Oh, what is happening? Every time. Every time the game starts, it's gonna resize the window. I wasn't ready for that. I don't know. It's because like this, I'm gonna make pixel art for this Flappy Birds, you know. So I set the resolution lower, really low for to make the arts later, and then every time the game starts, I'm resizing the window here, multiplying the window, and then when it starts, when it collides, it restarts the scene, but it doesn't restart the window size. Bring the chat. What? Okay. Uh, so I need to uh, get window size. Can I just do this then? Vector to I. Okay, so what is my actual size now? 180. So 180. That would be 360. Am I doing this right? Am I doing this right? I'm not doing this right. So it's 360. And then it's on the Y. That is 640. I think that's it, right? That didn't work. Did I mess it? Did I change it? So it's this? Oh, that works. Fixed. I fixed it. Okay. Another challenge down. What is the next one? Collect with the obstacle. Oh, but it needs to. There's another thing I need to do. So on the ground, I think I need to make this an area 2D actually. You make me want to work on my projects, but I'm busy playing Blue City. I understand that. I promise you, if if I wasn't streaming this right now, I wouldn't be doing this. I would be letting it for later and never picking it up again, as I've did many times before. Can I try to show this? I don't think Godot on Steam opens another launcher, right? Uh, no, it doesn't. Let me let me show you because I've tried. I said I know I never played Bloons TD. I have it because Epic, you know, but I know Bloons TD. So here, this is my experience with Godot. I tried to do quite a few times, as you can see, like 2024. This is when I last opened. This is not when I've done this. Uh, I tried to do a few of them, and all of them were from this challenge. So I tried this challenge a few times, and I never finished it and stopped and spent a few years and didn't open again. So yeah, if I didn't, if I wasn't streaming, I wouldn't be here. Okay, let's go back. Well, I forgot what I was doing. Oh yeah, I need to. So this can't be a ground 2D. This needs to be an area 2D, actually. I'll be glad to help you motivate yourself to finish the challenge. Thank you. Just being here is enough to motivate. Nothing more than that. Just showing up, saying hi on chat is enough to motivate. So don't worry about it. I'm not a strictly the game dev anything like that streaming. So if you so out of nowhere see me streaming and I'm playing something or whatever, there's no worries if you don't want to show up and watch. But I'm probably gonna do like 2 per week is what I'm aiming at. 2 streams per week to try to do this challenge. But yeah, but don't worry, just appearing here once today is enough to motivate a lot. You don't. There's no words to describe it. How much it motivates me. Okay, it's hard to put it in words. Yeah. Uh, that's a good rate. Yeah. At least I hope so. Maybe in the future, if I really enjoy start learning a lot, then I like stream more game dev and things like that, learning. But for now, I want to do what I really want to do is later on. I want to do a bunch of game jams too. Game jams are really something I really want to try to. Area 2D. Now with this, I can put. Does it need a collision shape? Area 2D does not need a collision, right? No, I'm pretty sure it does. It does. Okay. So this did it capture the collision? So this is a ground with a player. Play perfect. So area entered. I don't think I need to specify it. At least not in this game. So if an area entered gets seen, it's not get seen. No, get 3. Dot reloads current scene. So now if the player touches that area, it doesn't work. Why does it not work? The area is using the function. Oh, I think. Yeah, I connected the wrong thing. I need to disconnect this, delete this, and what I need is body entered. This is what I needed. Now I use this, delete all of this empty space, and it should work now. Perfect. Now the game starts forever. What's wrong? This doesn't matter. At least on this game, I hope. Removing collision node call it back. Remove it. Oh, call deferred. Okay. Pretty sure I need to make a function for this. Func reset scene. Just copy this, and in here call deferred, and that is going to be reset scene. Oops, not like this. Reset scene. Does this work? Perfect. Without error now. But now, does... I need... I'll try it. I'll discover it later. Okay, the game now resets and accumulate 1 point for each obstacle that the player passes. Okay. So the game the challenge skipped putting making the player go up flap in the sense. So let's do it now if I remember how to do that. New action, it's flap. We can use a space for that. This okay. We can use a space for that. Okay, so I need to remember how to put force behind the player. Oh, the player doesn't even have a script. Scripts, player, great. So I need to apply force to the rigid body. Can I have the documentation for this, please? Rigid body. So how do I apply a force every time I press a button? Apply here. Oh, it's just apply. Okay. So player. If input dot action is not that, right? It's just pressed. Yeah, it's just pressed because I don't want it to keep reading if I hold down the space. Flap. We get this I guess not apply force. So it's a vector. Vector. Oops. Vector 2 dots 0 because I want it just to go up. So minus 800. Let's try just to see if it works. It doesn't. Maybe it's impulse. Applies a position and impulse to the body. An impulse is time dependent, independent. Applying an impulse every frame would result in a frame rate dependent force. For this reason, it should only be used with simulating one-time impacts. Maybe this is the one I need. Let's see. So instead of this, it's impulse. And it froze. Let me see. Impulse. Wait, no. Let's rewrite it, everything. Player body dots apply impulse. Do I need more than that? Vector 2, 0, minus 50. So let me read this. So I need a position and an impulse. Position is the offset from the body mark origin in global coordinates. Maybe I can just pass something like, if I need, right? But let's say player body dot global position. And why is this wrong? Now it works. And we don't use delta here. Okay, it kind of works, but I don't think it's impulse then. Let's try it with force again. No. Maybe it's not enough? I don't know. What else do we have? It's a constant position force to the body that keeps being applied over time until cleared. Hmm. 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 Uh, I'm lost. Apply force to. Let's go to Google. Rigid body, Godot. Make movement using add force. What do we have here? It's not add force. It's set linear velocity. So someone said to use linear velocity. Let's see. What does linear velocity do? Apply torque, applying impulse. Set linear velocity. The body's linear velocity in pixels per second can be used sporadically, but don't set this every frame because physics may run in another thread and running at different granularity. Oh, hey Lamo, welcome. Good to see you here. Use integrate forces as your process loop for precise control of the body state. We're making games. we're learning to making games, man. At least trying to make, you know. Oh, that's a lineage I just don't know about. Yeah. I can understand you. It's not that hard to understand. At least what I know is really simple. I'm a beginner, a completely beginner. But it's fun to mess around to try to understand. Though game dev really was something I wanted to try. I do so to explain now that you appeared here, what I'm doing is literally this. I'm trying to learn game dev because I was explaining to Spats there. I want to make there's a game I want to make in the future, but like in the future, really future, you know, like 2 years from now or something to start doing that game. I have a story and all of those things that I want to tell, and but I want to leave it to the future because I first need to learn how to make games. And then some time ago, I found this website. It's literally the 20 games challenge. I'm a bad guy. uh, this is basically they give a bunch of games for you to do, increasing in difficulty, and as you go, you're gonna learn. You're kind of gonna recreate those games to learn how to make games, and it's just a small part of those games that you need to do. So it's not like, let's say, Super Mario. You don't need to do the entire game of Super Mario. You do just like the movements, colliding, making the Mario bump his head against some blocks, and one level. That's about it. You get the core of the game of what you need to do the game, and later, if you can, you can expand. But you don't need to. All you need to do is just the basic goals and all that the game the website gives to you. So this is one of the best, from what I've searched, is a really good way to learn games. And Spat and the guys that appeared here said that it's kind of awesome too. And I'm trying to do them. I'm on the first game. There's 20. I'm only on the first game yet. But it's really fun. I would recommend it if you want to try. You don't need to like pick much things. You can start with Game Maker or something, or simple, or even just learn a bit of programming or coding before. But yeah, I would recommend if you want to try. It's really nice, and I would recommend it because we can like share, compare projects and things like that. If you guys like want to try to, they have a community too on Discord that you can share, ask for help and things. I'm not sponsored, okay, but it is something really cool. I have a similar thing, but for technical project. Oh, let me see. Oh, my eyes. My eyes. Okay, so programming challenges before. Oh, Dolan man. Okay, you already lost me here. This is already too hard for me. Elastic Producer Consumer Task Queue, IRC clients. Don't try the fuck queue difficult. There's a General Lambert's problem solver. At least it's not rocket science. Oh, it actually is. Basic bootloader. Okay. I'm gonna save this. You know what? I'm gonna save this. I like the. It's in Portuguese, guys. Ignore that. Extras. I'll try it in the future when I feel more comfortable with my streams and all. Yeah, I really recommend it. It's a really fun way to do. Oh yeah, and as you can see, I actually have a new model that I made for streams like this. Spet, my usual model guy on the screen is this one. I spent the entire night preparing for this stream I made yesterday. This little guy, this little me on the computer. But yeah. Yeah, I saved this. Maybe I'll try it in the future, but just like paint clone. I don't even know how to do this on. Thank you. I don't even know how to do this like on Godot. Imagine how to create a canvas and draw on a drawing on a canvas like in a game. How would I do this on? I mean, that's the point, right? To learn to figure it out. But yeah, cute. I see. But I have no idea to even how to begin making a paint clone. But I like it. Maybe I could like use this in the future after, because the website, they give only 10 games to start. After the 10 games, you finish the 10 games, they let you go as you want. Like you do you. Then you can there's 10 more games to finish, but you choose the games and what you want to do on those games. So maybe after the 10th game, I can actually get this and try to start it out. In the easy ones, there is some good ideas. Read the text on the right sides. At this point, I'll probably draw a stickman figure. Oh yeah. So right now I'll read it in a second, but I'm doing just there's this icon on Godot that you can use as a placeholder. That's what I'm using. I think tomorrow I want to stream this again, doing this game dev and things again, and I'll probably be doing the arts for this Flappy Bird clone, and it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be pixel art, but yeah, it's gonna be interesting. But let's see. How to guide. Use Git as an external website to push on. Learn to use Git. This is something I need to relearn because I already forgot completely how to use it. Understand the problem. Do you want research? It's an incredibly useful skill which can be applied to and can be applied to anything else. I agree. This is one of the main things CS50 used to teach when I learn is to learn how to search things. If a problem seems difficult, good. Draw it out, write it out, do whatever you need to do to solve it. If the problem you're solving is too easy, brainstorm and try adding additional functionality. Try combining it with other ideas to make your software more challenging. Oh, implementation. Take the language you're most familiar with to start a project. Can I use the GD script? If the problem is too easy, pick a language you never used. Don't be afraid to write awful code and don't worry about the best implementation. Get a working implementation first, then refactor and clean it up. Write tests for your program, get used to thinking how you can break your software. Find problems, bugs, and fix them. Repeat over and over again and document it. Throw it together in your portfolio. This is actually sounding really, really interesting. It's a lot like what I'm doing with it's really, really close to that. But I think my biggest problem here is choice paralysis. There's so many things to. What is Tower of Hanoi? I think I should know that. Calculate the first n digits of pi. This could be done. Oh, there is actually password generator. Okay, there is some really simple ones. Gotcha. YouTube to MP3. Oh, yeah. Re-implements. Now that you have something together with lots of documentation and experience, try a different language and try to match it as closely as possible to your first implementation. Add rules, try new techniques, new styles, go crazy. Don't stop learning. Now that you've gotten this far, don't stop trying to challenge yourself. Keep a portfolio, blog, diary, and keep adding on it. Resources, seriously, this is all you'll ever need. Google Stack Overflow and Wikipedia. If you aren't getting results, you aren't doing your research properly. With these three websites, you will find your answers. And if they don't exist, make a thread. By doing so, you help others out too. Literature. Oh, there's categories on the top. Oh, this. Oh, there's games. There's game. Okay, 104. Where is it? 104 to 132. Nice store. Monster Rising, Breeding Simulator, Tetris, Snake. Snake in Tetris should be really interesting to start doing too. Pipe Dreams, Pac-Man, which different. This sounds Dragon Quest. Okay, I understand why it's on red. Uh, red is difficult. Simulated game of tag using that's really cool. Bullet Hell Engine. Okay, I'll keep it in mind. Okay, maybe I'll try this in the future. I kind of love the idea to implement together with my with this. Really, really, really interesting. Okay, where were we? Oh yeah, I was trying to make this thing flap. The main point of the game. Uh, I don't, I don't, I, but I don't know. Flap. Apply force. Maybe it's too low. Let's try to give like a bunch of force. It just rotates. Pa-pa-pam-pam-pa-pa-pam-pam-pa-pa-pam. Mm, so impulse again. Let's go back to impulse. What happens? What happens in impulse? Impulse. That's correct, right? I don't think it is. Let me apply impulse. Oh, it's with an M. That's why I wasn't getting it correctly. Good, I shared something useful. It's really. Oh, I think it works. Where? Okay, it's kinda working, but there's too much force going down. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. Glad I shared something really useful, and I'll keep it in mind because this is, as I said, maybe on the first 10 games I'm not gonna use that, but later when I'm free from the actual challenge rules and things like that, I'll probably be implementing that on the learning journey. Really, really awesome. Thank you. Um, what if I do this? I don't think this changed. I don't know if I understand it. Oh! That was enough to fix it. We have a flapping, but I need to. Mm, there's one problem. If I do a bunch of flaps, it applies too much force. Uh, let's see. Limits the amount of force on apply impulse. Good. Let's see if I can find something here. Limiting velocity. If linear velocity. Oh, there's just an if. Maybe I just create a new input here. So if. Wait. Wait. Can I do this on the engine itself? I'll share resources like that when I'm out. When I'm on chat, I have a lot of them. This is always welcome. Having more resources, more things, it's always good to have. And I like resources because basically what I have is YouTube, searching some tutorials. I don't try to. I try to watch them, understand them, then try to implement them, not copy directly. Um, and Google. I don't have like a direct thing to get resources and things like that. So every link, everything you send is always gonna be welcome. Just don't try to hack my PC, please. Okay, general. Let me see. Veloc, Jot physics. This is 3D. This is not what I want. Linear 2D. Linear damp. What would this be? The default linear motion damping into the damping is used to gradually slow down physical objects over time. Rigid bodies will fall back to this value when combining with their own damping values, and no area damping value is present. I am not a hacker. I don't know. Maybe you are. I'm just trying to be on the safe side. um, I don't think this is what it needs. Mm, let's try with the if itself. Let's see. So it says to go with um okay. It says if so linear velocity. I guess this does not exist here. Or should I? I just enjoy helping people, but yeah, we're never safe enough. Yeah. Uh, yeah. But don't worry, you just that link, it's already really it increased it gave me so many ideas and things to do in the future. So it's enough. Don't worry. Um okay, this how do I get the linear velocity? Wait, let me see. Apply force? It's not force, but maybe torque impulse. I need clamp. Apply impulse on rigid body. Limit the amount of uh capping velocity. That's kind of what I clamp. But I don't have the velocity of this. So let me show what I'm looking because leaving you guys guessing is kind of hard. Because I have the speed, let's say not the speed because it's just a flap of this. Right? I don't have any other thing. I just need to limit because every time I apply this, I this does not need to exist. Every time I apply it, it goes it keeps applying it. So it goes way too high. I want it to go to have a maximum value. Maybe I shouldn't have used a rigid body after all. Actually, let's try. I'm, let's try it. Let's try it. You know what? Let's try it. Let's see. Instead of doing that, let's apply if force. So I think I can create a function for that. Func gravity. I hope there's nothing with gravity road on the engine itself that's gonna use that. So playbar dot position dot y plus plus equals let's say velocity var velocity. I'm gonna use int for here for this int, let's say 500. Let's pass delta here. So velocity, does it need, I don't think delta, I need to use delta actually. Then we call this gravity function. Does it work? I think I need to use delta. Use delta here. Should work now. It doesn't. I'm just gonna multiply on here. I think I can, right? I should be able to. No, I can't. I hate myself. I blocked delta on here. It works. It's too much, but it works. Let's say 300. Actually, the correct thing would be to create an incremental velocity, but let's keep it let's keep it simple. I don't want to. I'm almost ending string. I don't want to stretch much. So position velocity. I need now. Now I think I can create the flap. Func flap. Whoops. Now, if I will it work as I want? I don't know if it works, but the position. Oops. I can just do this. Plus equals minus equals velocity. And times delta. We pass delta here too. And we do flap delta. But that's not what I need. Wait. I need to do an if statement. So if inputs just pressed flap, then we do this. Does it work? It doesn't. Maybe it doesn't need. No, I guess it needs delta, but because it needs to be an impulse. May I don't know. Okay, I think my brain legit fried. I'm pretty sure my brain is not braining anymore. I think yeah. I wouldn't be able to stay here for much longer either way, so I think I'm gonna end it here. I do not work. Uh it's a long story. I don't. It's not. I don't intend to tell, but I do not work at this moment. But I'm trying a bunch of things right now. My main thing I wanna try to in the future transform it into my job is this streaming, but we'll see how things go. But hey, I'm gonna end it here. Thank you for staying. Thank you for watching. I don't know how many people are here, but yeah, really, really, really awesome. Really, was a really enjoyable stream today, and I guess tomorrow I'll try to be streaming this again. I want to finish it today. Today, not tomorrow. The Flappy Bird. I think I can finish it. I don't know. I hope I can. I'm gonna try to fix some things maybe later before streaming too. But either way, thank you. Really, uh, my brain is not braining. Thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. I'll see you any other time if you wanna appear again. Bye bye.